What's going on, all my Lorcana fans out there? This is Brian with SSRTCG. Thought I'd do a little box opening, talk about my thoughts on the market, the set, and all things Lorcana. So, here we go. At the box, the packaging looks great. I think that has improved. I don't know if you saw the wrapping. That is definitely worse. I kind of like to make a little snippet at the top here, so I'm not wasting everybody's time trying to fidget with the packs. Hopefully you all have put in your pre-orders. I think the cards look really good. I think there's a lot of flavor. I think the mechanics, they're really building on the boost mechanic. Hopefully it switches up the meta, but you know, we'll see how that goes. Of course, my scissor chooses not to work. You're probably like, he's cutting the cards. Don't worry. I make sure that they shift down, so I'm not cutting any of the cards. But during these releases, you know, you just open so many packs that by the end of the day, you're both your thumbs are just numb, and it just makes your thumbs useless when you're trying to do anything. All right, here you go. I'm just gonna skip to hopefully the uncommons. we got Gantu. I'll try to keep it up here. When you play this character, choose and discard a card. I like the filtering. I think they should use more of it in the meta. Education or elimination. Freeze the vine. Banish all locations. Draw 2 cards. Then choose and discard a card. For 4, really depends if locations get a lot of play. Colors of the Wind. Each player reveals the top of their deck. Draw a card for each different ink type. You know, not sure how good that card is. I really like that they're starting to do unique new art. I think they got a lot of lashback from everybody. And the fact that they're providing something really unique, I think is going to add a lot of value to the game. Slushy, 5/5 evasive for 4. Not terrible. Darkwing Duck, Ward, 4/1 for 2. Rabbit, Challenger 3. Duke Weaselton. When this character is banished, they may play a character with 2 or less for free. Not terrible. Usually not the greatest mechanic. Willie the Giant. This character can't quest or challenge unless you put a card under him this turn. Might be a little slow, but we'll see how it ends up being play tested. Li Shang, Shift 4. That's a 9/5 body right there. Snow 4, your characters get 1 strength. During your opponent's turn, your characters gain resist 1. That seems interesting. Banish Lonely Grave, banish chosen character of your choice, of yours. Put the top card of your deck face down under one of your characters or locations with boost. Wonder if we get locations with boost. For each exerted character. When you play this character, for each opposing player, you may choose a character of theirs. They can't ready at the start of the turn. Seems pretty situational. Lilo, Rockstar. Whenever this character quests, you may play a character cost 2 or less from your discard for free. 3/5. Maybe get a couple turns. And Space Cows. This one didn't cut. Simba. I really, when you play this character, chose an opposing character gets -2 strength until the start of your next turn. Interesting. Winterspell. Chosen location yours can't be challenged until the start of your next turn. Draw a card. I like this card. You can't trip, basically. Just one ink. Mickey Mouse. When you play this character and he leaves play, each opponent chooses and discards a card. For 6, you know, you're gonna have cards in your hand. Seems situational. Pete. You get a lot of orders for Pete. Whenever this character quests, look at the number of cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards under him. Put one into your hand and put the rest in the bottom. And Pudge. Next pack. I see a lot of testing for this one. Grandmother Willow. Once during your turn, you may pay 1 less for the next character you play. Gas device. I got a gas device. What's this? When this location is banished, if there is an exerted character here, return this card from your discard to your hand. Interesting. Copper. Shift 3. Whenever this character quests, your characters gain with evasive get +1 lore this turn. Oh, here we go. We got a legendary. Elsa. Shift 4. When you play this character and whenever you play a location, you may exert character with 3 power or less. While this character is at location, she gets +3 lore. I think I like her. She's really affordable right now. I think, you know, it's interesting. I see a lot more sellers for this set. I think the game is growing. There's definitely some big sellers coming in, and they've really gone all in almost. Like there was one seller, he or she is probably opening a good 30 cases, and you know, 120 boxes at least, and they are just knocking the price down on all the cards. Eliza. Your character's power can't be reduced below the printed value and Stone by Day. I feel like that's going to be a utility card, maybe a 1-of, maybe a 2-of. Dr. Hamster Veil. For each alien character in your discard, you pay 1 less to play this character. Be interesting. Scrooge. Foil. Shift 4. When you play this character, you may put a card from the top of your deck face down under each of your other characters. If you do not, those characters gain ward until the start of your next turn. Happens once. I mean, he's got a bear. We'll see. That card's price is going down as well. Yeah, I think it's a good thing for a lot of players that the prices, you know, have gone down so much. I think they're bottoming already. You know, with all this supply, which kind of makes me worry. Is RB Ravensburger, are they going to flood the market again with a lot of supply? You know, I think Fabled is they did a really good job. They are controlling the supply on Fabled, and you know, a birdie told me that they're not restocking it, so you're seeing Fabled prices go up. You know, the singles for those that want to play, very reasonable. I think it's a healthy thing. You know, I don't want to see. I don't want to see them print to oblivion like they did with Floodborn or every other set before Fabled. There's Vixie, Grandmother Willow, Alice, Negaduck. Shift 3. Whenever this character challenges another character, each opponent loses 1 lore and you gain 1 lore. Is this Aladdin? Is this Aladdin in a duck costume? What's going on? Nani's Payback. Each opponent loses lore equal to the damage on chosen character yours to a maximum of 4 lore each. Draw a card. I think this is a hot card. Hopefully it gets in play. Liquidator. 4/2 for 2. And Underdog. This I love the Underdog mechanic. I'm glad they're putting a lot of thought into the cards on how to make the game better. Darkwing Duck. Shift 5. During your turn, whenever the item is banished, you may pay 1 to deal 2 damage to chosen character. This character can challenge ready villain characters. I wonder how strong villain characters are going to be. There we go. I don't know if you guys saw my prediction video, but I really thought Darkwing Duck would have been one of the iconics. You know, Another Day, Darkwing Duck, Gantu, Mickey Mouse, Scrooge's counting house. He just counts the coins. Boost 2. We got a boost location. Boost 2. This location gets +1 defense, +1 lore for each card under it. That seems not too shabby. Especially if you can start just racking cards under this bad boy. Visiting Christmas Past. Put any number of cards from under your characters and locations into your inkwell, face down and exerted. That, I think, will be broken. Darkwing Duck. The other Darkwing Duck. You can. Is it blue steel? Sapphire Steel? Whenever this character quests, you may put an item card from your discard on the bottom of your deck. If you do, you may play an item with cost 5 or less. Here in discard for free. Seems like a combo. There we go. Let's go. But yeah, I think if you guys or gals are looking to pick up cards, definitely this release during probably release day when everybody else gets their boxes and floods the market with stuff that they want to get rid of or want to sell, or people that are in the pokey craze of buying sealed, flipping it for $2. You know, I think that's gonna be a great time to pick up. You know, if you actually play, you pick up the cards you want, and by all means, if you're gonna play right away, buying cards at the pre-release right now, oh, that's even better, because the prices right now are they're already bottom, like I mentioned. I mean, if you want to save $1, sure, but but if you want to play $1, you know, saving $1, it might not be too worth it. Gramatalia. Let's see. Let's get something hot. Let's get something spicy here. Launchpad. This is my boy. I always liked this guy when I was a kid. Locations gain resist 1. Ooh. Lonely Grave again. So lonely. Hidden Trap. Goofy banishes character. I love this. Like, you sack him to take out any character. I don't know why I'm not sold out of this. I think that's an amazing card. We got Scrooge again. Oh man, this box is being a Scrooge. Giving me all these Scrooges. All right, Mushu. Let's just say when you play this character, deal 2 damage to chosen character. For 5 for a 3/2 that does 2 damage. Is it good? Judy Hopps. Judy. Retro Evolution Device. Someone I know says that this is going to be broken. Banish chosen character of yours. Play the character with cost up to 2 more than the banished character for free. So you end up paying 4 to get 2 faster. Darkwing Duck. Nothing. Come on. We got 4 legendaries. Big Mama, John Smith, Frozen Vine, Raging Storm. Is this gonna be a good card? Banish all characters. Scrooge McDuck. I think the wipe's gonna be, might not be a 4-of, but you know, I think with Pocahontas, you can kind of just stall, and when they overcommit their board, you just wipe it away. But I'm wondering if this is going to be good. You basically don't attack, and you just reveal the top of your deck at the end of your turn, and you get cards. Maybe. Oh, here we go. We got our first epic. Got Mickey. Do I have a sleeve? Don't have a sleeve. Did not come prepared. Epics. I think the market has it wrong on epics. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but if you only get 1 epic per box, should they be less than the cost of a pack? You know, some of these epics, I see them selling for $2-3. You know, you pay, you know, $110, $120 for a box. Would you pay $5 for an epic? I would think they're probably in that good $10 range. When you get the new art, I think it definitely holds from like the $10 to $20 range, because you're only gonna get 1 per box. Darkwing's Chair. Todd, whenever this character quest, choose 1, gain 1 lore, or your characters get evasive. I think they're trying to hit Dumbo, knock him out of the sky. Let's see what we got. Do we get any more spice in these packs? You know, I think the game's really healthy. You know, the number of, you know, people playing the game, buying the cards, selling the cards. It's increasing. You got a company, Disney, with a lot of IP that's going to bring in a lot of players. You know, the Epcot thing, the event is pretty big, because they get, man, the amount of visitors they get that are getting exposure to this game. I think, you know, hopefully, you know, they don't reprint a bunch. They don't, you know, they kind of build on the game. And I hate to just say do what Pokemon does, but if you you just focus on making new cards, I think you're going to be okay. Darkwing Tower. During your turn, whenever an opposing villain character is banished, you may ready a character here. If you do, they can't quest for the rest of the turn. I think, and that's a good. I mean, there's a lot of villain. Mulan. This card, I think, has potential. If you have a character in play with damage, you pay one less. If you have a character in play with 5 strength or more, you pay another one less. So you could get this out with 2 ink. Maybe. Oh! I spoiled it. Do you see that? Right there, like that. It's right there. We're gonna get another legendary. Whew. Todd. Shift 5, evasive. Twice during your turn, whenever this character is chosen for an action or item's ability, you may ready him. I don't know. His price is super cheap. I think it does take a lot to make him work. You need an action or an item. You need 2 of them. Maybe. All right, last pack. Wisdom of the Willow. This one, I like this card. For the rest of the turn, whenever one of your characters quest, you may draw a card. So if you on turn 1, 2, and 3, you play this turn 4, and you draw 3, it's not too shabby. Piglet, he's making cocoa. Is this new art? Christoph's loot. Well, there you have it. Hopefully you guys had fun. And if you guys like this or want to see different things, then give me a shout. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.